Good morning, church. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We is here.
We is brown.
We is Brown. Oh, my phone's still on. Hold on.
I was like, who was talking back at her? About to get up out of here.
Listen, I rebuke thee in the name. Look at my shirt is matching my green screen. But that's okay because the library is open today.
Yay, Mount.
The library is open. What that means is that you're gonna get a whole lot of. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on this week. How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Happy to be here.
Yes, welcome to Wake the F Up. It's my morning show where we give you the news that you don't really need in your life, but we do it in a way that you do need in your life. So, let's just start off with this week. You got a big event coming up.
Yeah, there's a big event coming up. Yeah, KC Market Day.
Sorry, not your event. It is a event.
Yeah, it's a event. It's not my event. Please don't get that started.
Yeah, I thought about that. That's a event. And I will be hosting on Friday night.
Yes, you will be one of the head MCs on Friday night.
Listen, ain't that a blessing? See how God moves?
Look, every opportunity is a blessing.
Absolutely.
Don't miss your blessing because everybody else is tripping.
Look. At the end of the day,
it's a check.
It's a check. It's a check. It's a check. And I said, I've had some people have some conversations with me about it, and I said, listen, for me, this is about exposure, getting my name out there, getting, to do what I need to do.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, don't play by my money. We already know, you know how I am. And I said, listen, if I know anybody in this world got me, you got me. No, so I'm definitely not even worried about that. So that is what that's going to be. But I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to do what I do, you know what I'm saying, and do it to the best of my ability.
That's all anybody can ask for. I invite everybody to come out. If you want to come out and be a part, come out and be a part and enjoy yourself, have a good time. And if you don't want to be a part, keep your mess at home on your laptop and on Facebook like you've been doing. Don't mess up everybody else's time. That's all.
Listen, that's all there is to be said about that.
That's it.
I've told some people, and they're like, we support you. We do that. I'm like, good. I appreciate that support. Hopefully, I will see you there screaming. Like a white girl at a right concert.
Right.
But if I don't see you, I understand. Like it don't make me no. It don't make me no. Never mind. I'm gonna give you the same show if it's 10 people or 10,000. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless, look, the show goes on. Regardless who's there.
And that's just how I feel about that. But it is.
But that's professional business. That's so.
For those who want to know, that is going to be. Tell them where it's going to be at.
It's going to be at Isles Davis Park, which is down around City Hall. So yes, please come out. The festivities will start Friday at 5:00.
And you will see me from 5:00
all the way till midnight.
All the way till midnight. So
and we got DJ DeLeon coming in, national known DJ on the circuit that we be closing out from 9 to 11 that night.
So you can get your beats,
your dance on.
I am gonna have some, during the time I'm going, I'm gonna be requesting a couple of songs. I'm gonna need to get in. Cause I know the beats is coming.
Yes, well,
I'm gonna have me some time. We gonna have a party.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have a good time regardless.
I done already say, okay, I need this and I need this. I'm gonna need some Thought Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause I'm gonna need to be able to.
We don't need all that because I need to dance.
Knees.
I need to dance.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep my legs and things limber.
Yes, I'm gonna be dancing. If you don't know what that is. I don't know what to tell you. Honestly.
Yes, then on Saturday is going to be another good night. We got plenty of local entertainment that's going to be out throughout the day. And on that evening, we got Material Girl. She does Madonna and a Lady Gaga, a parody and lookalike. Then we're going to go into some Miss Crystal Waters.
What?
Yes.
She's just like you and me, but she's homeless. She's homeless. And she's standing there singing for money. La da dee, la da da, la da dee, la.
Yes, for the old school peoples.
Do you remember that SNL? That SNL, it was In Living Color.
Yes, in Living Color, yes. When Kim Wayne was in
HBO and MTV, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba dee. Listen, that is still the funniest thing.
Got no makeup.
Never wears makeup. Listen, me and my friend Joshua, that is, we will randomly still to this day just call each other and start singing that song.
I mean, and Living Color was the T anyway back then.
Listen, she's just...
Yes.
Listen, if you've never watched it, please go to YouTube, search,
Google it.
The Crystal Waters parody on A Living Color. It is too funny. All right, so let's get this going. We got a lot of stuff on the docket today. Let's see what I had on here first. Let's see what I got on here first. Did it go away? It surely did. That's fine.
It must not been good news.
Oh, this news wasn't good. Actually, let me go ahead and start with this because Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes, that's my girl.
I love Jasmine Sullivan. You know what I'm saying?
What's she doing?
She didn't do it.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull it up because see if I can just go to her Instagram and pull this up. And if I can find some of the best ones. So Jazzy did this thing where she said, tell me a secret you'll never tell your partner. And some of the things that's on here is too funny. Like, these people really need to call somebody and talk about their lives. Let's see if I can go back one. See, this is a lot. So this is on her story, so I can't just pull up the ones that I liked. I got to go through them all. Not my man yet, but he'll never know my girl bestie be using the strap on me. I slept with 60 guys and he ain't ever finding out they better than him.
Oh.
He has never made me orgasm.
Oh. These are made up, right?
No, these are real. These people really put their business out here like this. I didn't want you to do that. Do what I asked you to do.
Ooh.
We have sex and I'm thinking about my ex. You thought you played me, but I had already cheated first.
Oh, see?
I think he's a little bit ugly like his mom, and I'm glad we don't have kids together. Child, these people really told their business.
But they didn't put no picture of who the person was.
No.
So.
I had sex with both of her parents.
See, people do some scandalous stuff in the dog.
I don't like the way she chews.
Ooh. Yeah. Been there.
The one time I broke in his house and he caught me wasn't the only time I broke in. She sucks at sucking. Her mouth is too small and her teeth hit me every time.
Well, see, that's something you need to tell her so she can get better.
So she can get better at it. Like, you just can't.
If you don't tell her, she ain't gonna get better. It takes practice. Makes perfect.
That's what they
But if you don't tell them what she's doing wrong, she can't never change it.
Listen, some of us been good at that since birth. But.
Well, you know, everybody ain't able. How many licks does it take to get to the center? Yo, pop.
Oh. This one took me a second to figure out what she's talking about. I had 2 double homicides on him with 2 different men. Now, I think she means she caught 2 bodies. Or it could mean she didn't have 4 abortions on this man. I don't know what this means.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. She had 2 abortions.
2 abortions on him with 2 different men.
Right.
Child.
That's what it sounds like to me.
This one got me. This one took me to the ground. I watched a video of me and my ex sexing right before me and my current bae get it, so I get mine.
Ooh.
You might need to go back to your ex then.
Ooh, but he don't like to act right.
There's that.
He don't like to act right.
I was part of a train that was ran on her sister. Listen.
Now, see, that's just hateful.
She needs to know this. Peoples? They out here just telling. This one took me to the ground. Because this is some scammer bullshit. We got another scammer story coming up, too. We renting a house I bought 4 years ago. But he doesn't know. He just deposits the rent every month.
Ooh. Well, come on, babe. That's a businesswoman right there.
She said, listen.
Look, we're going to rent this house over here.
We're going to rent this house right here. I like everything about it.
I like everything about this house. Because I already own it. And I'm going to take that little rent check. And you're going to deposit that every month. That's going to be my emergency fund. That's a businesswoman.
I didn't know if our baby was his at first.
Ooh. Yeah, see.
This, we're going to have to get back to this story in a minute. But he had toilet paper in his booty while I was eating it.
And you didn't stop?
You didn't feel like you needed to let somebody let that be what it was?
And wait a minute. You said while I was eating it. So that means she continued.
She kept going.
Okay.
I used to fuck the dog shit out of my wife's hairstylist. Been doing her hair for 11 years now. I think you gay. I think I'm gay too, so... Her nephew might be my son.
No, that's some messed up stuff.
Listen, these people was really telling their business. Mm-hmm. I invited all his side bitches for a drink and left them all to get to know each other. I used to fuck my pastor.
Come on, church.
Who, Jesus.
See, well, down at Reverend Do-Wrongs, they ain't never did right.
Been together 17 years. I've been with my boyfriend for 14. I cheat better. Oh, I be throwing it back on Graham so I can secure that inheritance. Oh, Jesus. Listen.
You know what? These people do too much.
I said on, these new girls, these new folks.
You better check.
They doing the absolute most. But speaking of scams, have you heard about this? What is the name of this? I saw this thing earlier. I didn't it wasn't originally on the docket, so I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, get ready to say the vaccine papers.
No.
There's a new scam every day.
This was a Bishop Sycamore High School. Does not exist. But this man, these were people who were not of age. Not today, Satan. Were not of age to play high school football. He made a high school football team called the Bishop Sycamore football team. These were people that were in they were not of eligible age. They were too old to play. They were college and junior college level. And
y'all out there just whooping on the kids?
No, they lost.
What?
56-0.
Oh, see, that is... Now, that's the shame.
Now, listen, what made it so bad is ESPN. They scammed ESPN
to do coverage.
To do coverage for this fake ass football team.
And then lost.
They played 2 games and lost both games. I think one of them was 56-0. The other one was like 42-0.
Now see every man on that team.
Beat a beating. The school came. No, sorry. They lost to the second ranked team in the country, IMG Academy of Florida, 58-0. That thing took me to
That's a shame.
the ground.
Have you seen these kids nowadays?
Right, like
they look like grown men.
These kids look like grown men. I guess they was in high school.
Well, at first I thought you said they made a football team and they was scamming, raising money.
No, they scammed.
They scammed and got them a game and got whooped.
Got whooped. How you gonna lose?
And then put it on ESPN. That's a shame.
That's a damn shame. Listen,
at least you're gonna win if you're gonna do all that.
All right, let me go back and see because I just had to look. I had to get that. So let's talk about this new Kanye album.
I have not heard it.
I've not heard it either, and I'm really not that interested in listening to it. I know that he's already made his money. He's already good. So congratulations.
I mean, didn't he have to spend half of it to pay back the stadium?
I'm sure he did, but he's already on the good. I actually almost gave this album a chance because Jazzy was on one of the songs, and I was like, if Jay-Z can.
Have you heard any of the songs?
I've heard one song. I've heard the one with him and Jay-Z. No, I heard the one with him and Jay-Z, and I heard the one with him in the Locks because I love Jadakiss. For those who know, those are rappers. If you don't know who Jay-Z is, I don't know what to tell you. But I do. Those kids need to are going to the South Harmon Institute of Technology. They're not even going there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to West Beverly High.
Ooh.
That's it.
Ooh. That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
They're going to go hang out with Mr. Clock.
Oh.
They used to call me Crazy Joe, now they call me Batman. That's for you old school folks. Yes, SHIT, South Harmon Institute of Technology. Spencer, that was a smart joke. You got to be smart for that one.
Got all my rocks, boss.
But no, damn, what was we talking about? Oh, Donda. Those were the only 2 songs that I listened to. I wasn't really interested in anything else on it because I don't.
Well, he's collaborated with pretty much every song with somebody, right?
Yeah.
But that's one way to keep somebody buying your album. You buy it for that one song.
I won't do it. I won't have to. I don't. Nothing that was. I lost it when the baby was put on the track. I said, you know what? I don't have to do this. To Kanye, you almost
had you. What has the baby done to you?
What you mean what the baby done to you? It's what he did to all of us. I done cussed his ass out already.
Well, Kanye ain't maybe he's trying to help him.
Kanye ain't trying to help nobody but himself.
That's his gospel music and stuff. Maybe he's trying to.
Is that what you call that?
Hey, I'm calling it what he calls it. I can't say what it is.
I didn't listen to it, so.
I'm just saying he was on Red TV doing the gospel thing in the morning.
I mean, listen, his choir was off the chain, but I didn't listen to anything that Kanye was saying.
So I wouldn't. His message wasn't important. It was what the choir was saying about it.
Okay, that makes sense. That's
right.
I just wasn't listening. A Kanye album I listened to is my Dark Twisted Beautiful Fantasy, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the last Kanye album.
Well, I've never listened to a whole Kanye.
I've listened to like 808s and Heartbreaks, which is pretty good. It's weird, but it's good.
Yeah, see, I need better transitions. I need something I can drive to and listen to from beginning to end.
Oh, you're not really getting too many of those these days.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
from nobody.
Those aren't really coming out. Are we frozen? Not today.
Oh. I feel like that commercial with the baby. You didn't stub the new you.
Not on this day. We won't be playing these Hostro games. Y'all send in the comments and let me know if we still frozen.
We moving real slow. Look, see?
Not on this good Wednesday morning. There we go. All right. I don't know what happened, but it was like do 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 do, and I won't do do do.
It's the satellite.
It's just not the satellite. It's that 5G towers.
What's going over? Sputnik.
No, I think what it is because they know I'm finna get into this next topic and they don't want us to talk about it.
But what is it? Is that good? Do tell.
You know what? I can show you better than I can tell you.
Well, make me a believer.
You don't want to believe this.
Okay.
I just want y'all to know from the beginning, this is a sex positive space. It is stuttering. Okay. I'm not doing this with this computer today. There we go. I just want y'all to know this is a sex positive space. We believe that all sex is good sex, regardless of unless you don't like it. And that's
as long as you got permission and it's consensual.
As long as
all
it's
the freakiness and the nastiness is all right.
It's all right. I'm not finna yuck yo yum, but this right here, I can't abide it. I can't do it. I can't abide it.
Well, now I really got to see this story.
Come on.
Well, maybe I won't see the story.
Listen, God blocked it.
He didn't want you to put that hatefulness out there.
Listen, the fact that it was told to us that we had to hear it meant somebody else had to hear it as well.
Well, if it was that bad, maybe I don't want to hear it.
So clearly, we're not going to be able to get the clip because this is acting up. But I'm going to need your, because I really want to get your full reaction. Like, this is why I do these shows, because I really want to get your full reaction to the ham-fisted shenanigans. Come on.
Loose the computer.
Thank you. Devil, loose it up. Got my computer over here stuttering.
Said the story's too hot.
As soon as I put this thing in there, you're going to be like, come on. Is this the Chrome that's not, who in the devil left? Child cheeseburger.
Oh, this thing will take knowledge.
Guys, I want to show y'all the whole video so you can, because the thing is you have to see who I'm talking about for it to really resonate. I bet you it's because I went to that damn USA Today. It was fine until then.
She got a bug in her USA Today. Let me take a gander.
Look, I'm not just going to give you that. I'm sorry y'all won't be able to see it. This is really pissing me off. Okay. Now it looks like we're back on. Yeah, that was something to do with Chrome. Chrome was like, bitch, you're doing too much. But don't come back and bring all the things back. We don't need that.
Yep. That's what you got.
I just need you to go to the Twitter. Because it's the only place I can find it. If I could find it anywhere else, I would have done that. All right, hopefully we back on back in good graces with the internets. So where is it? listen. The way these spaces are really exactly what you to give you what this kind of story is. Is this the one of him? Yep. Where is it? There it is.
Eat booty gang. You saying women is eating? When you say women to support the eat booty gang, you saying women is eating the booty?
Yeah, women eating the booty too.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know whether to make noise for that or not.
Yeah, I get 8 out.
Yeah, wait, what? What shit, man?
I get 8 out. Hey, listen, man. Check this out.
All right, Trick, you don't have your legs in the air though.
It depends. We don't need to think about it.
When you say women to support the eat booty gang.
Now listen. Look, like I said earlier, this is a sex positive place.
Well, so what?
This is a sex positive place.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't have a problem with you going down and eating the booty. It's wonderful. But if you eating Trick Daddy booty in 2021,
well, look. There's somebody out there for everybody's booty now.
Now listen, because that booty look.
No, but no, you got.
You know he don't wash.
But people gonna do it just because he Trick Daddy, just so they can say I licked Trick Daddy's booty.
I don't. We don't need.
Some people just look because you're famous, you're out there. They want to be a part, and they would do anything they can to be a part. Well, I'm with you.
That's not, listen. Look, Trick Daddy look like a California raisin.
I'm with you. It's just kind of because you're gay, they think you're attracted to him. No, you see you. No. I wouldn't touch you with him.
I said, listen, what was going on in that girl's life that she felt that she had to lift them legs up and go downtown.
You can't be judging that girl because there's somebody out there for everybody. And what you won't do, somebody else will.
I bet you Trick Daddy was the one that had that daggone toilet paper in his booty hole. Now,
it's possible.
And she kept eating.
It's possible. She kept eating. Trick Daddy was paying for the night and the evening. Yes,
I'm just mad that Trick Daddy
clean your plates.
I'm just mad Trick Daddy out here getting his booty eaten like groceries, and my groceries is still sitting on the shelf at the damn IV.
Well, Trick Daddy got a little bit more money than we got, so it's a little bit easier for him to get people to come to the groceries and eat.
I mean, it don't make no. I said absolutely not.
What you say? You probably wonder why your fresh snacks is on the.
One of my fresh snacks is still in the corner,
and his old salty snacks is getting picked up all the time.
He out here eating these damn. He got these Funyuns down there. They're just sitting there.
Well, maybe you got to change over to his diet.
So you want me to smell like Bunk and Hennessy? Is that what you say?
I don't want you to smell nothing like that.
You just can't convince me.
If that's the case, we have to do this from long distance.
You just can't convince me. Looking at Trick Daddy, that he thoroughly washes down there.
Well, you might be surprised. He might be. You know, some of the people that look the dirtiest and some of the cleanest people. People can't help, their skin and things, how they look. Some people they just naturally look grungy. Don't mean they are grungy. I mean, that's a big assumption that, trying to say the man don't wipe.
I'm just saying, listen, a lot of heterosexual men out there, we know.
They don't wipe.
They don't wipe properly and clearly and for the things. Not for that. They don't go down there and spend a particular amount of time on their booty holes.
They might have got in the tub before, in the shower.
Some of that ground caked on.
I would hope, that the woman would suggest.
Would say, please.
Let's start in the shower or in the tub or.
Please.
Can I get a handy wipe?
Listen, you got one of them baby wipes in there.
Oh, it's just COVID. Can I get a handy?
You got one of them sanitizing sprays. I need to spray up in there real quick, just in case.
I mean,
I need to get the Lysol.
Right,
Now that is not true. Because my car is dirty. But I make sure that all of the hot spots and even the warm spots Stay very clean. But you're right. If they smell like popcorn shrimp and ass, they don't wipe. You're right. If it smells,
I mean, you got to take the sniff test.
We call it the belly button test.
Right.
Go down to the belly button. If it,
Going right on back up.
If it smells like the seafood lover in you.
I was allergic to shrimp today. Makes me break out.
I can't do it. I can't do it. See, and I just be like, can you go wash, please?
I get high.
We ain't finna ask no question. Why do you smell like yesterday?
Because they still in yesterday.
Well, like, and don't get me wrong. When my paramour, when a man comes home from like a hard day of work, that smell is hot. You know what I'm saying? I could get into that. But if you just digestion and like soaking,
just
marinating in your
laying
phone,
up in it,
I can't get behind that.
Well, I don't know. When you first get home from work and you smell like that, I'm gonna get you to the shower. I don't.
Listen, we gonna get clean. Don't get me wrong.
I can't. No, that pungent. It might be for the first couple seconds. It's like, no, you need to go on to the shower. Don't get comfortable in nothing.
You out here just smelling yours. Like, if I can smell me, I know you can smell me. So I would be like, baby, let me get in the shower first.
But some people don't smell themselves after a while.
How could you?
If you live in it, you get used to it. If you're in a room with the smell, after a while, you smell it so much, you don't smell that anymore. You ain't never seen that before?
I mean, I have.
People be like, sit there, they be like, and you walk in, be like, oh my God, what? I don't smell nothing because they been in there.
You get what they call it nose blindness.
Right, it gets used to it, so it blocks that out.
I mean, I guess I can see that, but I think that like I know that there have been times where I've walked into the house and there's something in the refrigerator, and I may not have smelled it when I walked out, but
right,
when I came back in,
when you walk back in, right,
I was like,
what's
whatever
smell?
that is, that has to go.
Because you went outside, got some fresh air, and it cleaned out your senses, and you come back in and you can smell everything fresh again.
And I was like, whatever that is, and then I'm in there cleaning that refrigerator, throwing out shit that I made yesterday because I don't know.
And I'm sorry, if you ain't got no friends or you don't live with nobody, I can understand. But if you got some friends and you live with somebody and they're not telling you that you smell,
then you don't have no friends.
They're not no true friends.
Because listen, please tell me.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you,
baby. Listen.
You know, I didn't call it. Look, your knees ashy, your ankle.
Oh yeah, you will call a bitch out. There is that. Why is your knees ashy? Listen, I did my best today.
I was gonna let you know in case you thought you forgot. You got in a hurry. I didn't know you. They gotta check these things sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta make. That's a true friend.
Yeah,
a true friend will tell you when you ashy. You know what I'm saying? A true friend will be like, listen. They're not gonna bust you out in public.
Well, yeah, not in public. It be in a circle with the rest of your friends, but you know.
You're saying, but like, a true friend will be like, you see, and I'm the type that'll be like, you're a little ashy, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you've been at the mall and you didn't see them people that got their tag out or something crazy on the back, and they walking with their two other friends is walking behind them, and you just see how long before they haven't said nothing.
They don't care about him.
Nothing. They don't care about him. That's not no true friends. Matter of fact, they sit back there sniggering.
Look at this. He just walking to the mall.
Look, recorded, putting it on their Snapchat, YouTube. That's not no true friends. I need somebody to tell me.
Yes, and there is a difference between between like a hoarding type of dirty house and a like just a regular like lived in stuff on a stuff house. Like I saw this picture this one time. Look now. What I get down to in my personal life is none of y'all business. But I saw this picture one time of this man in a various state of undress.
Mm-hmm.
And the man himself was like chiseled. Like it was like hitting all the buttons. And then, you take a run and look at the
behind the scenes. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, once I saw what the behind the scenes looked like, I couldn't focus on what I was supposed to be focused on.
Is that your house? Where are you at?
was like, look at, my God, look at that. What?
Spends all the time in the gym. Ain't got no time to clean.
And got up to and it showed that and it was one of the ones where like you could see it was clearly like a mobile home of some kind. You know what I'm saying? So you could see kind of all the rooms a little bit, and you could see the kitchen in the way background, and it looked like.
Not you can see all the rooms in the.
it looked like it looked. You know what I'm saying?
It looked lived in.
No, it looked like it looked like somebody lived in the kitchen.
Oh. Well, you got some nice body though.
It was very nice.
But that look, you got to give and take.
I'm not giving and taking anything. What I did was I gave that picture an X because I could no longer focus on what I was supposed to be focusing on, and that was pretty nice. That's one of the ones where, baby, you got to come to my house.
No. No, because you might bring something with you. No.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm good. Because that's the first thing I see when I think of when I see a background like that. You got bugged.
Listen,
No.
baby, before you step in the house,
You got bugged.
I need you to do me one favor. I need you to take all your clothes
And put them over there on the outside, at the front door. Yeah, outside, please.
and you can get them before you leave, but you can't come
Yeah,
in
no,
here.
that reminds you got bugs. Some type of bug. You got it. I don't want it.
But you get this, and then we're going right to the shower because I don't trust. I saw what your house looked like.
That's
We
a lot
can't
of
do
work.
that.
That's a whole lot of work. Just I need you to already come.
I need you to come over to.
I don't need to be doing all that. That's the case. No, I don't.
I mean, listen. It depends. I will say, back in my whole days, which weren't very many, but it would depend on. No, I can't say I ever did anything with somebody that was living in a dirty house. I have done some things on a mattress.
Well, I hope so.
Like just on the floor.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that was a style for a while. It's like everybody was on the mattress on the floor for a minute where I went.
I mean, it's now. Listen, now you got to have a headboard. I'm too old to be getting on the floor.
But look, it's been so long since I was horn.
I mean,
I've been booed up so long. I don't know what that feel like.
Same.
Look, I like my mattress and headboard, so I'm good.
I got to have a headboard.
I like my mattress and head. It ain't necessarily got to have a headboard, but it's a mattress off the floor. I'm getting too old to be.
Right, I just can't be. My knees ain't looking up.
Right.
I ain't got the Megan Thee Stallion knees no more. I can't just be.
I just need to sit down on the edge. I can't be trying to. Yeah, takes a little longer to get up now.
And then I got to be like, look, here. If I got to be like, help me up. My back hurt. We can't do that. That's just too much work.
No, I need a bed stand.
All right, so we got one more story, and this one is food. I'm talking to my Caucasian brethren. Don't do this.
Why
I'm talking to everybody, but this is specifically because that is who had to deal with this situation. I'm saying, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's just not. And I'm gonna go ahead and play this little clip real fast so y'all can see.
I'm going to turn this way because, we deal with some people every once in a while. But, one thing that we are noticing is that the mayor said the curfew is still in effect. The curfew is going to be going on for at least until a period of time in which they can go ahead and survey all the damage. They did get some reports of some down power lines, of some trees that have fallen, or at least limbs that have fallen. So they're going to go ahead and do that survey to make sure that they're okay. Craig, I'm going to toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Now listen. I don't know what that man was mad about. I guess he was screaming report accurately.
There's better ways to handle a situation. if whew.
Let me tell you,
Yeah, see, I might have lost my job that day.
because I'd have punched him dead in his throat. You not finna just run up on me.
That's been my natural reaction is to put your hands up. It's just
I give this Shaquille Brewster.
yeah,
I
all
give
the
you
props in the
all
world.
the props in the world because I promise you, I would have throat choked him. You hear me? I'd have closed that motherfucker's windpipe up.
With no hesitation. If you can't breathe, you can't fight, talk, react.
Because here's the thing: I am standing in the middle of a hurricane to report the news, and yo bitch ass gonna come up to me. If you don't get the whole fuck away,
Yeah, cut. We would have cut early.
listen, it would be like, look, he wouldn't even got to wait. That walking backing away, hell no. I'd have been like, oh, so you want to run up?
Felt like my life was in danger.
All
Had
of
to
us,
defend myself.
all of a sudden, you would have heard the cry, the sounds of crime mob. It'd have been like ding, 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 ding. Nook, if you buck, why? Nook, if you buck, why? Nook, if you buck, why? It would have been
On and popping.
on and popping.
Well, no, I give him all the kudos in the world. He
Yeah.
definitely handled himself very professional. More than I would have.
Yeah, what was the cameraman and the crew doing during this time? You know what? I bet you it was just a one-man camera crew, and he was the only one out there with him, and he was like, this man finna get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man finna, is this really finna, what's going down? Because I would have not moved over to the side.
No.
I'd have let this man have all his airtime.
And keep recording, please. Please.
Because we need to see this hate crime happen in person.
Right.
'Cause
I don't
what
want
I'm finna
nobody
do-
to say that I was the one that caused this.
What I'm finna do to this man is finna be a sin.
Well, you know, as times go on, they're coming out the woodworks, and
So
people get more encouraged to say things that they wouldn't normally say and do before.
you know, and so I've been doing a lot of reading and researching on kind of where we are as a country right now with, you know, half of the country or less than half of the country, you know, being like the virus is a hoax and they call it the plandemic and, you know, all of this stuff. And I was watching this Jordan Klepper series that came on, I guess, a couple weeks ago, where he had spent time talking to Trump supporters over the course of the last election cycle, and he was talking about his reflections on it. And one of the things that struck me is like people are in this bubble that as long as if it confirms their biases, then it's true. And anything else, it's fake news, or it's the institutions or the cabal or whatever you want to call it. It's, to me, it's so crazy that like I was raised in a way where you can have different opinions on something. Some things. There are some things you can have different opinions on. And we can still like come together, and I'm going to learn something and you might learn something, and we come around. Either, you know, I've moved a little bit towards your opinion, but I still feel how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, or I have a better argument from my own, you know, my own side of things. Like we can able to have that dialogue. We really can't do that anymore.
No, it's getting harder. I kind of see that. It's more like if you have an opinion, then you can't intertwine with this person over here. You got to stay over here, because if you talk to these people, you're totally wrong now. And I think our whole country is going backwards as a whole. I mean, we moved so much forward, at least it seemed on the outside. And now, as things are going, I mean, if you look at the news, Russia is going back to how it used to be. people are fleeing from there because they're losing freedoms.
Mhm.
I mean, you see everything that's going on over in Afghanistan. I mean, we're kind of going backwards. I mean, even here in the United States, people are saying more hatred and prejudiced things. Used to be you kept your opinions to yourself somewhat.
Right.
But now with so many platforms out there, there's more opportunities for people to say how they truly feel and their feelings. And I think that's what it stems from. A lot of it now is that people can say, and there's no consequences for your opinion anymore. It used to be if you had to say something, you had to say it face to face, or on platform. But now with, all these different platforms, you can get on there and type and say whatever you want to. And, you're in the safety of your home. There's no remorse or no consequences for any of your actions.
I agree with that. I agree with that to a point. I think that, like on this show, I have specifically tried to shy away from political topics, world news topics, things like that, because to me, this is a morning show. It's about having fun, being, silly. There was some news that came out of Texas yesterday about about an abortion ban that will be good for a case of caffeine. It's two of us sitting here talking. Both of us got fully grown dicks,
right?
And we don't use them with women, so we don't necessarily. It's not that we can't have an opinion on it, but my opinion isn't valid. It isn't necessary at this point.
If I don't have the body part, I have got no right to say
nothing about it. And so this is fun. So I've tended to shy away from some of these conversations, but I think that what we have to start doing is the only thing that you can fight the shenanigans with is facts. And if people are not willing to believe or look up or listen to factual based, evidence and information, then there's no, I hate to say there's no hope for them, but
well, it's hard. It is on facts, but also people got to take the time to do some research and some studying themselves, because even the news are even only giving you half a piece of the fact, because when it comes to medical and science, the fact is so long they only have time to give you one piece of chunk on it.
Right.
We have to take the time to educate ourselves and study some things to get the whole facts about things, and not just the part of the facts that fit for what you want to believe or what you stand for or how you want things to go. You have to look at the whole factual picture, then make your idea or your bias or your standing off of that. And I think we fell short on that. We just look at one piece, or we heard this one tidbit or this one idea, and we take that and run with it.
Well, and I also think that part of it is there is this in this culture, and people like to blame it on the young people. This we and needing sound bites and not having context. But really, that's all of us. We all are we've become accustomed to immediate gratification and sound bites, and so having those long, nuanced discussions on important topics and things that need to be kind of parsed through and discussed and really kind of looked at isn't something that we do very often or at all anymore, because it's not hot. It's not sexy.
Right. But do you think some of it stems from also the family and the home? I mean, it used to be where every night, no matter what, the family sat down and had family dinner. And that's where conversations would be had, as you discuss things. And as times and generations changed, family dinner became slowly, and then you're sitting at the couch. Then then there's no family dinner, because we have basketball practice and mom is meeting and dad's over here. So everybody's just, things just kind of change so that we don't sit down and talk in a whole as a group, if family wise or as our friend circles. And that's so much easier for us to text, and even texting, we only get so much.
Right. You don't get the intent behind things.
Right.
I think I am a phone person by nature. I would rather call you on the phone than send you a text. I'll send you a text if I have a question that I need to know an answer to. But if we're having a conversation,
Right.
call me on the phone.
I want to hear your voice. I want to hear the reflections.
Right.
And
I think that it's what we're missing. Part of it is the sense of the family structure or the family dynamics have changed, where you're not eating dinners every day and you're not learning how to debate among family, because that's how you learn how to do it
in public.
So since we're not learning those skills that are taught in the home, of this is how you have a civil conversation. This is how you disagree on something and find common ground. This is how you do X, Y, Z. We're now shifted that the school is supposed to teach you those things,
right?
And that is part of it. I think that's a big part of it as well. And then I think that the 24-hour news cycle, where you can literally go to news that is catered to your worldview,
right?
And there could be two. We could be looking at the same thing, the same news story, and hear it from two completely different directions. And there isn't anyone going, yeah, it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. One of the biggest things that I've learned in my 40 years of existence is that there's three sides to every story. There's your side, there's their side, and then there's the truth somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And when you are, and I think this better, with your dealings with the old Pride organization and all of that there is, once people have entrenched on this side and this is what they believe, there really isn't a lot of convincing them otherwise.
Right.
And you can put all the facts and all of the information out that this is what happened. This is what the chain of events was, and this is what we did to and here's facts with the evidence and the this and the that, and those people are still going to be like, they're not going to believe it because they've already got in their head.
Yeah, once you have a belief and it's just you believe in, you would stand on, you ingrained in your mind. One conversation is not going to change your opinion or it might, or your stance on it. It might make you think a little bit more about it, but it's not. Once you stand on it, I don't care. You can tell me to the blue in the face that this sky is blue, but if I think it's red, it's going to be red. I mean, and it's sad that it's like that you're not open to other ideas and suggestions. Maybe you got some facts wrong. Maybe where you got your facts might have had some things wrong. But as you said, maybe you listen to the news that just fits your idea.
But then you said this is a heavier conversation than we normally do in the morning show, but it fits. What do you think is a way that we can combat that? Like, how do we fix that part of society, even in our community, where it's like, if you do X, then you are against Y, and vice versa. And it's like, no, you can support or you can do everything that's within your power to do, or just because, how's another way to put this, just because someone has told you one way of looking at the story, that doesn't mean there's another way of looking at it, and realizing that everyone has, because here's the deal, everyone has their own agendas. No matter, I got my own agenda, you got your own agenda, blah blah blah. So we're looking at the stories based on what our agendas are, right?
Right. And
until we reconcile and recognize that agenda is in place, and have somebody who is outside of whatever that agenda, whatever this particular agenda would be, to say, hey, no, here's what's happening, or here's what's going on, and both sides are right, and also both sides are wrong, and here's why. When we get into those, how do we get to that part where we can at least have a civil discussion and go, okay, I understand where you're coming from on that?
I don't know. I think me personally, I really think it goes back to the golden rule. I mean, do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and it's about the respect. I might not believe what you believe or your stance on anything, on whether it's religion, politics, or whatever, but I should be able to have enough respect for you, not to degrade you, talk down to you because I don't believe what you believe. And I mean, I think that's the best way to get to a point to where we can respect each other's differences and ideas. And if we can't respect them, we can't even open up to have a dialogue about them, to try to understand them or to learn from the other person.
So then, how do we? This is going to be a weird question. How do we teach adults to respect each other?
Ooh, now that's a good question.
Because because what it sounds like is that we've laxed in teaching adults how to sit down and respect each other and just say, you know what, you disagree with XYZ, I disagree with this, but at the end of the day, you're a human, I'm a human. I'm going to give you that respect, as opposed to, you're a terrible person, I hate everything about you, your drawers stank, and your mama, dressed you like Poindexter when you was a kid.
And that's a good question. I mean, how do you teach adults that? Because once it's ingrained, it's hard to unteach something that's been there for years. And it's a lifestyle.
I feel like with that idea, with that mindset, I feel like it's doomed. I like to try to look at the bright side of stuff, but I feel like if that's the road that we're down, and I have seen people that I think are rational, like awesome people, say things that I'm like, wow, that was a lot, or have reactions to situations that I'm like, okay, well, you're only getting from this side, and I see where this is, but any other time, it's they're rational people who like look at things from two different sides and can make the best,
So as it is, you hit that threshold of what this is what I'm standing on, and I'm not budging on that. So that what hits a little harder, because everybody, they're rational people, but you also have that one thing, and you're like, well, you're not budging on. This is what I believe, and that's it. I don't. And when you start to get close to that line with a person, you start to see how their response is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more serious and stern, because they're mean. That's my threshold. That's what I won't budge on. That's what I stand on, and that's it. But that's the difference. That person that's more reserved is always that hot spot for a person. But in the nutshell, you should be able to be respectful. Just because I don't agree with you, I mean, I know a whole lot of prejudiced people, and a whole lot of different reasons. But I don't treat them any different. I mean, I'm cordial and respectful when I see them, and we can be able to have a conversation.
I can't have a conversation with nobody who's prejudiced. I'm sorry.
But if you can't have a conversation with somebody that's prejudiced, you can never change that person, or open their mind up for change, or even teach them that, or show them that they was doing something wrong, or times have changed, and that's not how it is anymore. If you're not able to have a conversation, that's what stops us from lying, because we don't want to have a conversation. We're not willing to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't see things the way we see it, or doesn't agree with us.
Why come all of my damn shows, somebody got to read the fuck out of me? Go ahead.
I'm not reading you. I'm just saying, if you're not willing to have a conversation, there's no way we can ever have change.
I just think having that conversation is difficult because,
well, nobody said it was going to be easy. Change has never been easy.
Listen, you're right. Well, guys, yes. How can you educate them if you can't talk to them? Travis, you're absolutely right. Blue, you're absolutely right. People can only meet you as far as they've come, but I just think that you guys are right. I think that for me, it has always been there are specific things that are non-negotiables for me, and one of them is my right to exist. I'm not going to be able to convince anybody that my right to exist is valid. Like,
You should never. Nobody should have to ever convince anybody that you have a right to exist. Everybody has a right to exist. If you born into this earth, you have a right to exist and be here or be somewhere. You have a right to exist. You should never have to convince anybody of that. And if you have to convince somebody of that, then that might not be the person you need to be talking to at that moment.
and that's my thing. That's my thing. And so it's
But a right to exist is different than beliefs and perspectives.
okay. I can talk to somebody with different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? But if you are on some, bullshit, I don't know. This might where we may have to have a KC Caffeine episode about this. Because this is fun shit. So now I got to find something fun again. Hold on, because we can't be ending on that. What's happening? What's the bullshit? What's the shade room got over here? We're gonna have to. This is an extended episode because we went somewhere.
Every now and then, you got to give a little dose of reality.
You're right. Nobody cares about Summer Rocket. Listen, Soulja Boy and Kanye and this thing.
It's because he took him off the album.
He took him off the album. That is funny.
He was upset about it because he didn't call to tell him that he took him off the album.
Soulja Boy been cussing Kanye out.
He had to find it when the album come out. I can kind of understand that, but didn't you get a check?
You should have. Listen,
so
we talk about the man that
he got a check and paid for you to do that spot. So whether he uses it or not, that's up to him. As long as you got a check, you shouldn't have to say nothing.
We talk about the man that got paid in Atari coins. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like he got paid. Soulja Boy got paid in Atari coins.
Look, that's just once again. It sounds like he got bad management. His center core around him is not handling business appropriately. And that might have been why he got taken all the album, because it's like, well, Kanye was like, you getting paid with...
You getting paid with Atari coins? You getting paid with tokens, bitch?
Maybe I might not want you on here. And then you're cussing the people out because you mad because you ain't the CEO.
Because you ain't the CEO. When you didn't read your contract correctly. This is why we can't do
business.
Take him off the album.
I can understand that, but you can't get mad. As long as you got your check, you can't get mad. The man has every right.
Listen, you're right. The man does have every right to do what to listen. Get off my phone.
Now, if you was doing it for free,
I'm not doing a damn thing for Kanye for free. Now, let's get that one thing straight right now. You have more money than you need.
Right, so that was on you.
All right, y'all. Well, on that note, we had to end it with something stupid because that's just what this show is about. Thank y'all for supporting us. We'll be back next Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday. Danielle will be back next Wednesday. We'll do the post wrap up. Let's see. Anything going on this week? Market Days is on Friday. We're going to have a good old time.
This is a good old time. Come out and support your boy, Jason.
Yes.
He's going to be there in San on Friday. Give him some love. Shout it out. All your haters, I thank you and love you anyway.
Listen.
Y'all keep on living and breathing. And God bless each and every one of y'all.
See, this sounds like there's some tea, but we're going to wait till after the event is over.
There ain't no tea. I always give a blessing out to all my haters. You should. They're people too. They just might not know what they're doing. So God bless them. And hopefully one day they won't be haters. They be innovators.